Fahari ya Tanzania na tunajivunia chuo kikuu Mzumbe.
I'm from Deloitte Consulting, a new department of Deloitte that's actually focusing on development projects. I don't know how many of you have seen a tent outside with Afya Yangu. Have we seen a tent outside with Afya Yangu? Kizazi Hodari? There are two projects that are implementing USAID funded projects in Deloitte, and they have a tent outside because those two projects actually have offices here in Morogoro, alongside Iringa, Mzumbe, Mvuma, Mtwara, and Lindi. Please visit them and learn what it is that they do. I'm going to talk to you about career success essentials. I don't know if you've noticed. If you haven't noticed by now, let me tell you, you have a vantage position today because you have Deloitte that has the tools, the templates, the experience, the knowledge, all that's behind them. And on top of that, you have people standing in front of you today who started from scratch. I don't think, Deloitte people, how many of you went to school with the yellow bus? Put up your hand. Do you see? None of them. Yeah? None of them. How many of you lived in a big fancy house when you were growing up? Put your hand up. Look around you. None of them. What that means is that the people who are standing in front of you today know it firsthand how it is to come from a normal, ordinary Tanzanian household. And they've worked their way up the system and they've become somebody. So if we can do it, you can do it. Over and above that, I pride myself to be, I call myself an international development practitioner. That's because I have been privileged to work in more than one country, right? And so I can tell you that it disappoints me very greatly, regularly, that of all the spaces that are open to the youth internationally, there's a gap where Tanzania should be. And I'm challenging Mzumbe. We need to occupy that space. Whenever Tanzanians, young Tanzanian leaders go outside the country to represent the country, wananyong'onyea, they are pushed to the side, and that stops now. Tumekubaliana sio? And if you know how to get into those spaces, please talk to us at the end of this. Through the Deloitte platform, we can give you the skills, the experience, and the templates you need for you to go outside the country and occupy the space where Tanzanian leaders of tomorrow should be. And my session is going to build upon what the others have done to give you the skills that you need, or the insight to the skills that you need to get yourself there. Okay, I need to get to my session because I have 10 minutes. Have you ever heard of your network is your net worth? Essentially, that who you know, who you interact with, who you work with, who you support, who you serve, influences how much you make, who you become in the future. Yeah? Forget the past where your mother or your father or your uncle gave word for you to get a job. Now we are at the age where you need to build your own network by yourself. Essentially, you have to be your own influencer. Influencer, we understand, right? Right? You, professionally, career-wise, you have to be your own influencer. Next slide, please. As I've said, your network is your greatest asset, and you need to start building it now. By that it means, how do you spend your time and how do you occupy yourself? Find online connections via LinkedIn and any platforms that build you professionally, volunteer opportunities that exist, they are there. They are entry-level volunteer opportunities in most of the organizations in order to that helps you to build your network. Use offline connections. Don't underestimate the power of face-to-face interactions. We're here today, so don't underestimate this. Attend career fairs, industry events, alumni gatherings, connect with professors, guest speakers, and past graduates. You have quite a few here today. Next slide, please. You need to cultivate your soft skills. I think that I cannot underscore this enough. What makes you different from everybody you graduate with when you graduate is the power of your soft skills. What else can you do beyond the fact that we are hiring you for a job at Deloitte as a consultant? We want to know, what else can you do? What skills do you have? So you need to work on your communication, your teamwork, adaptability, and problem solving. No one wants to have somebody in their team who every time they have a problem, they come to ask someone how they should do it. Personally, when I supervise somebody, I prefer that you come to me and say, I have this problem. I think I have 3 options. 1, A, B, C, D, E. 2, F, G, whatever. And then you tell me, I'm going to ask you, which one do you think you want to go with? And why do you think that makes sense for you to go with? And then I'm going to ask you, what else do you think you haven't thought about this? And then I'm going to say, well, make a decision and go with it, right? So you need to be a problem solver. Hone your written and communication skills. Express yourself clearly and confidently. And if you are a bit nervous about doing that, find someone who's confident in speaking publicly and learn from them how you should be able to do that. Collaboration is key. Learn to work effectively in teams. Value diverse perspectives. Don't be the kind of person that when you're in a team, it's your word or nothing. You want to hear everybody else, and you want to hear the value of what they have to say, and then harness teams' decision making based on the possible solutions that have been offered. Contribute positively to group projects, right? You know, gone are the days where you assign a project, and I know at university this is common. You have a presentation to do, and there's always that person that never does their part, right? How many have experienced that? There's always that one person that never does their part, and unfortunately at that point, you're stuck with them, because all your marks depend on everybody's input, and you end up, somebody somewhere always ends up pulling up their weight, right? When you come to the world of work, everyone is going to wait if you're that person, and soon enough, management will know, and they'll get rid of you. Embrace change. You've heard the saying that the only thing that's constant is change. Change comes to us every day in everywhere we are. Be open to new ideas, technologies, and approaches. Demonstrate willingness to learn and to adjust. You're going to be thrown into the deep end, and you need to go with it. Please note that the speakers today, they didn't have a choice in what they were going to speak about. Someone made a decision, you were given a topic, and you have to run with it. That's how it should be. It's teamwork, right? Develop your critical thinking skills. Analyze situations, identify solutions, and take initiative to overcome challenges. You need to take a step. You can't remain frozen. Next step, please. Lifelong learning in a dynamic job market. The job market is constantly changing and evolving, right? To stay ahead, embrace lifelong learning. I think if you're at Deloitte, you are forever learning. How many hours a year do we have to do? 40. 40 hours of learning a year over and above your job, regardless of when you join Deloitte. Every year you have to do 40 hours and get certified, right? Yeah. So if you want to stay ahead of the game, you need to be able to stay ahead of and embrace lifelong learning. Stay informed. Keep yourself updated on industry trends, new technologies and emerging skills. Take online courses, attend workshops, and actively seek new knowledge. Instead of spending your time listening to gossip and things that are going on with Diamond and his multitude of women, you want to pick a topic, please don't call me. I don't have money to listen. So you want to pick a topic that's actually going to improve your future. It's going to contribute to you positively. And you want to engage with those people who are interested in that topic, because through their discussions you're going to learn new things that you don't know, and you never know when those things are going to be useful to you. Be open to new opportunities. Don't limit yourself. Explore diverse career paths. I don't think there's so many of us have explored different career paths. I've been a data clerk, I've been a field supervisor, I've been a researcher, I've been a development consultant, I've been a project evaluator, I've been an economist. Keep moving. Do what interests you today, and then look around you and see what else is happening and move towards the areas that interest you. These things also add and make your resume richer. So don't fix yourself so much in one area. If you love it so much, then it makes sense to get yourself into that area. But within that area, there's always different pieces that you can bring to yourself and build your speech. By building a strong network, honing your soft skills, and soft skills in terms of, can you photocopy, can you print, can you do presentations, yeah? Those kind of things. Can you lead a team? Can you design a training? Those kind of skills. You'll be well positioned to navigate the dynamic job market and achieve lasting career success. Remember, your journey is beginning, so take charge, be proactive, and invest in your professional development. Asante.
Mzumbe.